I want to talk about this comic, but to talk about this comic, we have to talk about this comic. As you see, different covers. This one looks crazy. We're going to talk about it in a second. First, let's talk about this one and really what X Factor is in general. The X Factor is a organization that fakely acts like they're going to kill mutants, right? These guys are actually bad mutants that do want to kill mutants, and these are the X-Men. The original X-Men brought back in the 80s to help other mutants. This leads to things like the New Mutants and Mutant X and all these different storylines way down the road. But that's why it's good to read one of the early ones. This is the fifth issue of X Factor. So this was pretty good to read and understand what was going on. And it will lead you to the realizations in 15. So there's major spoilers that I will give now about this comic if you're never going to read it following now. But before that, I'm going to just give a brief thing of read this. This is very good. One of the most emotionally gripping comics I have read ever. Not that I've read a ton yet. I have so many more to read, but this is very emotional. First of all, favorite superhero on the front, getting crossed out. Why? Let's get now into what the comic really is. Just emotional, please read it. Okay, here we go. Y'all. Angel loses his wings. They get clipped. He tries to save this little mutant. Remember I just mentioned they're helping mutants. This little mutant named Artie. He's trying to help him. He saves him. And when he does, he had to lose his wings to survive. As you know, Angel, his whole thing is flying around. Look what he's doing right now. He's so happy. He loves flying. So the whole question in this is, who are you without your wings, right? It's kind of more personal than that, though. You start to think to yourself, like, what am I without this or that, right? What am I without this YouTube channel? What am I without running? What am I without yada, yada, yada in your life? I kind of like it. It makes you think internally. The other subplot, there's a B plot in this, I'd say. That's kind of the A plot. The B plot, which is even better, honestly, of a plot in here, is Cyclops. Cyclops' ex-wife, who had his kid in her stomach, died. And he has to go and see her across the country and pick out a casket for her and, you know, do the whole terrible grieving things about her. And his kid, who's also now gone. Very emotionally gripping and tragic. I mean, I almost cried. It was that good, right? That good. It's a bad thing, but, you know, it was that good. And when it happens in here, you're taken like, wow, this is just really bad. And then you remember his love triangle with Jean Grey. Jean Grey. And she calls him, right? Not to talk about their love that they have for each other, but to say that Angel is wanting to die. He wants to kill himself. And Cyclops says, well, guess what? He's still here, and she's not. Get off my phone, basically. So Cyclops does not care that that's happening. He then goes to the grave and sees a figure of his wife saying, you couldn't save me, but now you're not going to save Angel either. Dark stuff. Meanwhile, Angel breaks out of his bed, goes and steals an airplane and says, I'm going to fly one more time. Cyclops lands. Cyclops is there. The whole X-Men are there, and they watch Angel fly this plane and crash and die. Yeah. So that's X Factor issue 15. It is one that is great. I think is worth a read. I have a couple more X Factors, 25 and 35, and maybe we'll review those two next time. I can't end it like that. What do I give the comic overall? This one, because we kind of reviewed it, is about a 7 out of 10. It's good. A little bit better than just good. It's pretty good. This one is one of the best I think I've read, but it doesn't have all the action that sometimes I really enjoy, so I'm going to give it a 9. A 10 would be all of this with also some fighting, more fighting involved. But it's really this plot and the Cyclops really grieving and going through things. There's a subplot with the mutants that they're helping, but I don't really give too much mind. So about a 9 out of 10. I don't think I have read a 10 out of 10 yet, but I know for a fact I'm going to have one 10 out of 10 in here. So stay tuned for more comic reviews. We're going to do this on the channel for a while. Thank you guys for watching. Affleck Time is out.